Unlock your beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina, and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried, and finely ground to preserve their rich nutritional content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie, or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy new month, and I hope your weekend was amazing. And welcome to another episode of the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby, to those who are here for the first time, and our returning listeners, karibuni sana. Wishing you a beautiful month of June. Wishing you a beautiful month of June, and a lot of productivity in whatever you're going to be doing. Karibuni, as we get started with today's conversation. I'm going to be starting with this interesting conversation here and a bunch more of what has been taking place during the weekend. This is not even a weekend story. This is a story that happened some time back, but apparently now it's the videos or the story of it is emerging right now. So we're going to be starting with that, but I'm going to give maybe people some few minutes before we get into it. So I'm going to give it like 4 minutes before people get in here, as just to focus on our conversation, which is about the Maga movement, which is getting destroyed by Trump. So karibuni sana. Okay, karibuni sana. So as I get started today's conversation, we're gonna start with this conversation here of a 16-year-old girl named Juliana Nzita. She is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and she was reported missing in Charlotte, North Carolina. That was on April 28th of this year. After a 10-day search, her body was discovered on May 8th, hanging from a tree on a property belonging to the United House of Prayer for All People near the West Sugar Creek Road. And according to the reports, the body was found by a local community volunteer who immediately alerted the church members and called the police. The Charlotte Makelbag, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, police department later ruled Juliana's death as a suicide. However, the case has drawn significant public attention and sparked questions from community members and civil rights advocates who have called for greater transparency regarding the investigations and circumstances surrounding the disappearance and her death. As of now, authorities have not announced any evidence of foul play, and there have been no public indications that the case has been reclassified as a homicide. Nevertheless, many people continue to seek additional information about what happened during the 10 days Juliana went missing and how investigations reached their conclusion. Juliana's death has generated widespread grief online, with many expressing condolences to her family and calling for answers. At the present, the official ruling remains suicide, although discussion and scrutiny around the case continue. This is really, really crazy. Recently, of course, we've been having many cases or reporting many cases of black teens or black people being found dead. That was last week. We discussed about the 18-year-old who was found dead, his body dismembered, uh, shot, his body dismembered and also burnt, literally to the point of no recognition. And we discussed about that, and we saw many people's expression. This is, of course, not a coincidence. This is a history that is very common in America, and especially when you address racism or race being a very big major factor. So this is really, really sad. Um, this is so sad. So I'm trying to understand, was she living in America? Maybe or did she go to America and she didn't know so much? Because I've seen, and I say personally, being in Africa and being an African, of course, what I've understood is most of us black people from the continent don't understand the white culture or the racism, or barely have so much information regarding racism before they go there. So you can find yourself maybe in the wrong corner and all that. So this is really, really, really sad. I'm going to share a couple of videos of people expressing their emotions regarding this. It's crazy because this is nowhere in the mainstream media, nowhere to be found on the mainstream media. It's really, really crazy. So let me share this.
I know a lot's going on in the black community, but nobody's reporting on this, so I feel like I need to. A missing Charlotte teen, Juliana Nazita, found dead hanging from a tree on House of Prayer property. Now, she was reported missing on April 28th when they found her on May 8th hanging from a tree on church grounds. So this is completely unacceptable. This needs to be in the headlines. This needs to be pushed further and further in the algorithm. I know a lot of stuff's going on with the voting, but hey, this is unacceptable. So y'all need to do what y'all need to do. I reported it. I feel like nobody's talking about it. So please, this is completely unacceptable. I'm pretty sure she's from the Dominican Republic of Congo. We don't play that in America, bro. Nobody should be touched of our own. It doesn't matter where you're from, how you look, or what culture you're from, what ethnicity. We do not play this type of game. It's getting scary out here, folks. It's just getting scary. I'm pretty sure there was another hanging dude, like maybe last year in North Carolina, and that kind of got brushed away. It's happening again on church grounds, and y'all know
because we're dealing with a very racist system, and a system that is set up to protect the people who are behind this. That is number one major factor. We're dealing with a very racist system, and a system that protects the people who are behind this. It is scary. It is really scary.
how they like to get when it comes to the church and hanging and picnics and things like that. So yeah, hopefully this gets out.
It's crazy. It's really, really crazy.
The past week alone, 3 black women were found dead. They were murdered. The first one I'm going to mention is Kayla Huff. She was 16 years old and she was found dead in the woods in Missouri. The suspects is around her age. They are white.
It's crazy because these stories are nowhere on the mainstream media. It's shout out to TikTok. TikTok this is one of the platforms that you're gonna get so much information that has not even made it to the mainstream media. It's so crazy because none of these stories, this is within just a week where three black ladies were found murdered, and again, the system, no consequences.
And one of the suspects happens to be her ex-boyfriend that she recently broke up with. I have completely lost count how many black women has lost their lives due to ending a relationship, especially when it comes to a white man. The same thing happened to Ashley Janae when she was traveling in Africa. Except they didn't break up, they got into an argument, the white man blew up, and he decided to lynch her in her bedroom. Rest in peace to Kayla Huff and Ashley Janae.
Exactly, and it's crazy how they rule these cases as suicide. It's really, really crazy. Karibu sana Kate, how are you doing today?
Oh, it's not this on, Joey. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. How's your weekend?
Mm, short. How was yours?
Mine was nice. I can't complain. It was good.
Mm, I, got some friends I see, huh?
Yep, yep,
I
yeah.
I got with some friends. I got to talking crazy, and fights broke out.
No, no fighting. Nothing. What did you hear about fight? I don't know about that. I don't
I'm
fight.
joking, Joe. I'm joking, Joe. How the hell do I know?
I don't fight anymore. I'm so grown for that bullshit. But anyway, unless it's necessary. But anyway, yeah, Karibu Nisa to everyone who's joining. We're talking about this girl, yeah, a 16-year-old girl who is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, who was reported missing, that is in the Charlotte, North Carolina, on April 28th this year. And after a 10-day search, her body was discovered on May 8th, hanging on a tree on a property belonging to the United House of Prayer on all the people for prayer for all the people near the West Sugar Creek, and the police ruled the death
A
as suicide.
suicide. And,
Yeah,
was she 16? You said 15? Ain't no 15-year-old girl, 16 or whatever, you hanging themselves. So we know that's in North Carolina. So I'm glad you'll be showing this. I want you to go to TikTok, Joby, and show this same. While this is happening, it's them. Told you, North Carolina, race, racist ass state, southern state. So put this up. Say, I want you to type this in TikTok. Say North Carolina police punches black woman in the face
damn.
constantly. They just find, yeah, it just happened. He's beating the shit out of her. Luckily, they supposedly fired. He's supposed to be arrested, not fired. He's supposed to be arrested.
Yeah, so this is super crazy. So sharing this video, apparently
Go ahead.
there are more three other ladies who died. This
Week alone, 3 black women were found dead. They were murdered. The first one I'm going to mention is Kayla Huff. She was
Because
16
we have
years
war
old.
again. There's war. I mean, not again. The war's out in your face again. War's out in your face again, Sam. They haven't stopped being at war with us. Down there, they're ramping the war up because they got their racist administration like they wanted it. But the funny part about it, the racism is fucking them up. you know, they wanted the racism. They thought it was gonna hurt black people. That black people gonna go back to the fields and work the fields and also crazy shit, work their farms, but nothing, be enslaved. But it's actually fucking them up. So go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. I mean, to say.
They're white, and one of the suspects happens to be her ex-boyfriend that she recently broke up with. I have completely lost count how many black women has lost their lives due to ending a relationship,
I
especially when it
don't
comes to a white.
care. Listen, they already been told. I don't care. You say that shit to somebody. If their parents ain't told them, everybody done told them. And you know what they'll tell you? They'll tell you that Joby shit. Mind your business. I'm grown. That's what they'll tell you. We'll say, hey, you should miss that white man. They'll say that same Joby shit to your face. Mind your business. I'm grown. Okay, cool. All right. Okay.
what
Okay.
got to do
I'm,
with
a,
me?
I'm the same way.
Yeah. Oh my god. At least I tell you mind your business in different things. You know, you mind your business.
I know. I'm just saying. That's what they'll tell you. And I say so. So don't, you ain't getting no sympathy from me. How many times you gotta see another black woman get hacked up, strangled, hung, chopped up, thrown over a goddamn cruise ship, all kind of crazy shit. How many times you gotta see it? And not so hell, you're hard headed. What your parents used to tell you, kid, a hard head makes a soft ass. Hey, who am I to stop you from doing your thing? Go do your thing. So you don't get no sympathy from me. So too bad. Good luck. You know, you've been told over and over again about these people. You grown and mind your business. Okay, minding my business. Good job.
The same thing happened to Ashley Janae when she was traveling in Africa. Except they didn't break up, they got into an argument, the white man blew up, and he decided to lynch her in her bedroom. Rest in peace to Kayla Huff and Ashley Janae. Second is another 16-year-old black girl named Juliana Nazita that was found lynched in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was declared missing on April 28th and found dead on May 18th. Crazy part about this was she was found lynched on church property. History has constantly shown that black people are always being lynched on church property. Once again, white people using Christianity as their tool and weapon to silence black people in their lives. Last but not least, Marcavius Rump, an 18-year-old boy who recently graduated high school, was found murdered, burned, and dismembered in Alabama. Out of these three murders, two of them try to be ruled out as a suicide. Once again, you cannot trust the police because the police are backing it.
The police are involved. Exactly. They couldn't say the other boy was suicide because how do you chop your own self up? You know, they like to call it suicide because it's them that's doing it. But you know, you guys, you know, go crazy. Oh, committed suicide. He dismembered his whole body, chopped his own self up. So that don't work. But like I said, as black people, we know the law enforcement always been wicked and evil, always been on the side of the white supremacists, and the police department's full of them, full of them. Don't care where you at, north, south. It ain't got to do with the south. Hell, you got open gangs in my home city of LA, hunting black people in the police, department, openly hunting black people and killing them in the streets in California, and ain't nothing ever been done about it. Nothing. Go ahead, Joby.
No matter how many good apples are out there, police officers has committed more harm and evil towards the black community than anything else. It's been extremely rough these last few months for the black community. Hell, ever since that orange turd came into office, it's been going downhill. Black lives are under attack. Black votes, black rights, and black freedom is under attack. And to all the people of color who was watching this, if black people lose our rights and our freedom,
stop all that people. Shout out to everybody who's now put that shit in the butt. Shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Shut your ass up. Shout out to everybody who went after the NAACP for talking that same handkerchief head talk. Talking that coon talk to you in your face again, that black and brown. The motherfucking Mexicans, the damn Vietnamese, Chinese, all these motherfuckers, they don't rock with us. So stop talking about some black and brown shit that doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a black and brown coalition. So, you know, you politicians been saying it because you've been backed by these fucking Jays. And black people, I've been calling you guys, it takes a long time to filter down to the public because most of the public is stupid. Most people, black people in America, are morons. So it takes a long time to filter down to the streets. And you had the NAACP at some event this week, I think it was Ohio, talking that fucking black and brown shit. And black people said, well, what? What are you talking about? Get out of here with that black and brown shit. These people are not our allies. What are you talking about? Keep trying to fool people with this black and brown talk. There's only black people and everybody else that's against us. We have no damn allies and we have no friends. That's been shown time and time again. But they try to fool black people with this fake ally shit. Oh, black and brown, black. Ain't nobody saying brown and black. We're the Mexicans saying the brown and black. We're the Chinese saying the brown and black. And after these motherfuckers, I told you, They've been allowed to be calling themselves white. You got Chinese motherfuckers running around calling themselves white. You got Mexicans running around calling themselves white on their birth certificate, on their goddamn driver's license, until white people say, nah, we tired of your ass. You ain't white. We pretending for you to pad our numbers so we can say our population is bigger than what it is. We know white people are dying out of astronomical numbers, right? So we use all these bumper groups for power. So we let y'all, you make like when you take all these Mexicans, all these Mexicans and Hispanic documents, it all says white. You don't think they fucking don't know they ain't white. Motherfuckers ain't fucking crazy. Because their closeness to whiteness thinks it gives them power until it doesn't. Until they get smacked in the head by real white people. And white people tell them, we don't like you motherfuckers, we use you as a buffer race. I mean, people told them that on TikTok, they're never gonna like you. These other races believe they got, they get some honorary white supremacy cut card. They use you morons until they're done. They don't like you motherfuckers. They'll use you against black people to pad their numbers, and when they're done with you, they come after you. Get rid of your stupid ass. And they let you pretend like you white. They know you ain't white. Shout out to the Arab, that white guy Joe. We always shows saying the same thing on TikTok. I've been saying it. They know you're not white. They let you play this delusional shit. You Asians, now they be opening races to you Asians. I love it. Calling you zipper head and all kind of shit. God, you Asians talking across you crazy Chinese and Japanese and talking crazy to you motherfuckers. Talking crazy to you Indians, calling you Indians all stupid and you stink till you don't wash and bathe. God damn. They're being brutal with you motherfuckers. And I love it. I love white people show their real racism towards you motherfuckers. I love it. I want to bathe in that shit. Because y'all look surprised. We're not black. You ain't white. That's what they tell you. You try to throw we ain't black card up in there. And they tell you ain't white. Remember how much you tried to cosplay and pretend. The jig is up. God damn it. Jig is up, god damn it. Get through using you, to help us fuck up the black people. Then we coming to fuck you up too. And you ain't learned that lesson. And that's good. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Have is that solidarity, because our cause is our cause. So we all know that we want to be able to keep,
Joe found it. Yep.
To flourish.
Joe found it quick.
And so whatever.
See why you look at his ass? You see the jig is up with this fake ass NAACP created by James. These fake institutions like the African Union, all these fake. Too many black people know these institutions were not created to help us. They were created to keep us fucked up and enslaved and impoverished. So he's up there talking these goofy talking points. They're like, what? He gonna get to talking that black and brown shit. They're like, hey, get out of here with that fool. Because we know it's fuck nigga shit. Too many people finally took a long time to wake up. They know you're talking fuck nigga shit. Now look at his face when they come out this ass going to show.
What needs to be communicated to the powerful people?
Solidarity with whom? Could you describe who you need to be in solidarity with? I'm confused.
With who?
For me, that's black and brown people throughout the city. I'm not sure if there's a number.
Yeah. You got caught with that fuck nigga talk point. You got caught with that fuck nigga talking point. Yeah. You got caught. People don't want to hear this fake coalition with Chinese, Indian motherfuckers and Mexicans. We don't want to hear that shit. No fucking more. Because these people are not our allies and these people hate us. What is you talking about? Always want to bring up some shit helping them when they shit on us every time they get. How you talking about? Only thing we don't get is the same kind of abuse openly that they get in Africa because they know we'll fuck them up here. They know, but behind the scenes they'll talk that shit and they're not allies. They'll never get in our face. Well, Well, that one Indian guy got in that black guy's face today, but I couldn't believe that the motherfucker. No way you gonna walk up to me in my neighborhood, in my face. There's no way. I'm gonna smack you in the mouth. You'll never do it again. Nobody else black again. I'm put some pressure on your ass. You know, some weak ass Indian come up to me talking about what I'm doing in the neighborhood. What? I'll lose my mind. I ain't gonna lie. I'll go from 0 to 10 in a second. What? Who are you talking to, you goddamn immigrant? Better get your fuck ass back to your stinking ass country called India if I smack you in your mouth and say another word to me. Say another goddamn word to me. That'd be it. That comes. As soon as you say another word, it's on and popping. As soon as you say, I told you, don't say another word. Say another word to me, it's on and popping. I told you. They want to disrespect you. That's the problem with Africa. They've allowed this disrespect to run rampant. So, we know there is no coalition with none of these people. So the idea they keep trying to put that fake talking point, black and brown coalition, black and brown. Fuck out, they don't never mention us. They can't stand our ass. They talk shit about us. Hell you talking about? A coalition. Like I said, the only thing they don't do with us, they love to treat us like they do the Africans. They know that we not gonna fuck around with them. We gonna hurt them. That's the only thing you're not gonna see. You're not gonna see no Asian, no Chinese stepping no black American ever. You're never gonna see it. Never gonna see no Indian. I've seen it one time, but you're never gonna see no normal people stepping us ever, because they know. Oh, black Americans are violent. You goddamn right. The black American is aggressive. Yeah, then you better shut your fucking mouth talking to us, then. You'll get that fucking work. Better shut your fucking mouth. You understand? You better understand some goddamn respectful discourse. You know?
Officer who assaulted the woman.
Go ahead, Joe. Yeah. This the one, the North Carolina thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they showed the video.
The officer who assaulted the woman has been arrested and faces a $3 million fine.
They didn't show the whole thing. I didn't go over to show the part. Yeah. Play this, but go to another video. Show where he's beating this woman in her face. This cop. This I'm telling you. The brutality. That's why we was in the streets 5 years ago. And it only happens to black people over and over and over. And so they ain't about no training no damn body. It's their vicious anti-black, anti-African hatred. This lady didn't do shit. She walking around the neighborhood. They don't know she getting beaten in her face. She asking what I do. What you did, you was black, lady. What are you talking about what you did? Shout out to Nelly Fuller told you stop acting stupid in America. Stop asking. Shout out to Nelly Fuller. Stop asking what I did. You got black skin on. That's what the fuck you did. Stop asking this stupid ass questions like you don't know you walking around. We are behind enemy lines. As you haven't understood, you've been told lies by Martin Luther King. We are prisoners of war. The war hasn't stopped. You've been taught this fucking I have a dream bullshit, all this other nonsense. The war hasn't stopped on us. We are prisoners of war. We're behind enemy lines. So when you talk crazy, what did I do? What as he punched her in her damn face? What did I do? What did I do? You're black. Just like the black lady called the cops in, showed 2 years ago, a year ago, got shot in the face. But just putting one upon the white guy shot in the head. What'd you do? You're black. Stop talking crazy. What'd you do? You was born black. That's what the fuck, that's your crime. Your crime is that you're black. We like to play games like we don't know what our crime is with these savages. You know what your crime is. You don't want to admit it because you want to believe, oh, things have gotten better. You want to believe that old fake ass Martin Luther King shit. Things have gotten better. Not all white people's is bad. Things have gotten better. But they still punch you in your motherfucking face. Still shoot you in your fucking head for being black. Your crime and what have you done hurt your feelings here. I'm hurt your fucking feelings. You're black. That's what you done. You exist. That's what you did. So stop talking about what you do. You exist as a black person in the world. That's what you did. Go ahead, Joker.
Together to subdue a woman. The woman had already been completely subdued and was virtually unable to resist. Yet even under these circumstances, one of the officers continued to use excessive force, striking the woman in the face and causing her body to slam repeatedly against the ground. The video sparked public outrage immediately after it was released. With 2 officers already restraining her, the victim clearly posed no further threat to law enforcement safety. The subsequent violence exceeded the reasonable limits of necessary law enforcement. What further angered the public was that the other officer present not only failed to stop the violence in a timely manner, but actively participated in the restraint, ultimately causing the situation to escalate further. As the investigation unfolded, the officer involved was immediately suspended from duty and arrested, and now faces a substantial civil damages lawsuit. The other officer involved...
He better get fired, and if you got family members, you're supposed to go see his ass. You got that? African men, black men, some big, you're supposed to go see his ass. Okay? That's what I'm telling your fucking punk asses now. You're supposed to go see his ass and do what needs to be done ain't gotta be said. We on YouTube. What needs to be done doesn't have to be said. Okay? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. What needs to be done doesn't have to be said. You already know what needs to be done. So it don't have to be said. I'm gonna show that. You have that video. Go another bit. I'm gonna see this shit, the raw video. It's the raw footage of that
this
shit.
Morning. The officer involved already this morning. The officer involved.
Yeah, he got fired. Now he's out of cut. Now go do what needs to be done. Yeah, just click on anyone. Someone should be showing. They taking out the internet already. It's brutal. Like, what? Couldn't been my daughter. You punch in the face like that, walking around.
Tonight, a North Carolina police officer seen in this now viral video showing him repeatedly punching a woman has been fired. The doorbell camera video shows a Shelby police officer taking 34-year-old Sherry Moore to the ground before striking her multiple times. Another officer is seen running into frame, appearing to tell his colleague to stop. Moore can be heard asking the officers to call her father, saying she's not on her medication. Authorities had said the incident happened while officers were conducting a criminal investigation and encountered a suspicious female in the area.
And then pause it. We know what suspicious means. That means she's black. We know this. Suspicious means you're black. If you're black, you're suspicious. Encounter a suspicious female. Some lady walking by. She's black. She's suspicious. Remember, you being black, your skin color is fucking suspicious to these fucking savages. And we know that's the case. She had nothing to do with the shit. Nothing to do with this investigation, but she getting beat all up in her fucking face. I'm telling them, daddy, you don't go see this motherfucking cracker. Don't ever show up as no fucking man. You need to get your ass beat. You don't show up and do what needs to be done. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't show your fucking face. Think you don't beat up in my motherfucking daughter's face like this? I'm not coming to see you. You got me all the way fucked up. As a man, as black men, we can no longer tolerate shit like this. This is an act of savagery. This is an act of war. That's why they do it. Because they know you're not gonna do shit. You let people off the goddamn hook too much talking this give Jesus bullshit. That's why it keeps happening. Till you do some goddamn act right on a motherfucker. That's what 2020 was about. Us putting act right on people. That's the only thing changes with these savages. You must be savage. You must meet savagery with savage. That's why he can beat it all up in her fucking face. And I think that's gonna happen to his fucking and if you see a picture of this no-budget, fucking half-breed, incest-ridden ass fucking white boy, you know he was picked on in high school, so he has animosity to black people anyway. You know, he's a kind of nerdy-ass white boy that got beat on or picked on in high school. That's why when they do psychological evals of the majority of police in America, they're all psychopaths. The majority. They're the white boys who want power and be able to hurt people. They're the ones that be killing cats. You know, they're the same mind frame as a serial killer. And that's a fact. It's not me making this up. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. Go ahead, Joby.
Recording started remains unclear. the video sparking protests Friday. And tonight, Moore's family sharing photos they say show her injuries following the encounter. Tonight, the family tells us that all charges have been dropped against Sherry Moore as the state's Bureau of Investigation is revealing potential criminal charges for that now fired officer.
Crazy. I can't find that clear video showing
So some justice has been served. Just keep on going. Somebody got just click on somebody's video. Somebody got it. Just click on anything.
Presented his findings to my office. Effective 8:30 this morning, the officer involved in this incident has been terminated from employment with the Shelby Police Department. In addition, the findings of our administrative investigation have been turned over to North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation for an independent review of any criminal violations. This step is being taken to ensure transparency, accountability, and public confidence in our actions as a law enforcement agency.
I have a disclaimer in my videos that says you need to do your own research. If you cannot do basic research on something that is of importance to you, you will be told anything and believe anything. You need to be able to do basic searches on anything that is of importance to you. Otherwise, anything somebody says out of their mouth, you're going to believe. I gave you everything you needed to do a basic search on what the police chief said, and you still asked, well, where does it say that in? A basic search would have allowed you to find that he said that in a press conference, because it was the second press conference that he had held in 2 days. I gave you specific information from said conference at 8:30 this morning.
This is the last time I'm gonna tell y'all this shit. And before I tell y'all, everything I'm finna say is for entertainment purposes only. Anytime an incident like this happens, and then they put him on administrative leave,
they move to that place.
Go, and all they do is go and work for a different police department. No matter
yeah, he'll go to another county. Yep. They want that savage. They want that savage still out there. He just gonna leave North Carolina, go to another part of North Carolina. They don't know him and give him a job at that police department, or they move his ass down to Georgia, or have his ass over in Tennessee. They don't never fire him. They just move him. They just move their ass to another part of the country, so they can continue with their savagery. Go ahead, Joe.
His department. They just replace him somewhere else until whatever that officer does to that person, it happens to him or someone he cares for.
Exactly. That's why you gotta go. You gotta go get this work. It's up finally. That's what I said. What needs to be said, what needs to be done, ain't need to be said. What needs to be done doesn't. And you know what needs to be fucking done. What? Touch my daughter motherfucking face like this? Craig, I'm coming to see you. We got business. We got work between us. I'm coming to see you. Go ahead, Joby.
Like every time
we got unfinished business
and it's unlawful, unjust, and then immediately there's a reaction to what he did to someone he knows to be familiar to him. This is the only way that they are going to stop.
Exactly.
To you.
As Joby just told you, without power, there's no justice. So you go inflict power. Exactly. I told you, it's never going to stop until you do what needs to be done. As a black man, punch my motherfucking daughter in the face. Think I'm going to talk that Martin Luther King fuck shit to you. Jesus said, fuck Jesus. He said we should just turn the other cheek. I'm going to turn your cheek, motherfucker. That's the cheek I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn your goddamn cheek. Those only cheeks that's going to be turning. Your cheek. I won't be turning no other cheek. Go ahead, Joe.
So this is another incident too of a black man was minding his business. Then the white people started harassing him.
You talking to my wife right now?
Shocking. A black man in South Carolina was harassed and pushed by a white active duty soldier while taking a walk. The man involved is 42-year-old Jonathan Pentland, serving as a sergeant major at the Fort Jackson U.S. military base.
That's what the guy was walking in his neighborhood.
Jonathan saw a black man named DeAndre Williams walking near his home and stepped forward to drive him away.
What are you doing here? Walking? Then walk. Go away.
And remember, Paul, that they love to go attack children. And so you see that I seen Your neighborhood gang the boy. What are you doing there? You better get in my life. All that crazy shit. And my son, and I told you, that shit happened to one of my kids in my own neighborhood. Because I live in one of these kooky white neighborhoods. I had to go over there and straighten some shit out. Motherfucker, you ever put your hands on my kid ever? I'll beat you to death out of here. You know, and his parents should have went over there and told this, this dude, I think he got fired or whatever, but this kid walking through his own neighborhood and they going crazy. All this old crazy ass violence. Nah, you gotta meet violence with violence. Told you, all that fuck shit you've been taught, all that Martin Luther King, turn the other cheek and don't do, that's out. Go ahead, Joe.
A 16-year-old black.
You You're talking to my wife right now.
Shocking. A black man in South Carolina was harassed and pushed by a white active duty soldier.
Man, that was a kid.
The man involved is 42-year-old Jonathan Pentland, serving as a sergeant major at the Fort Jackson U.S. military base. On April 12th, Jonathan saw a black man named DeAndre Williams walking near his home and stepped forward to drive him away.
Walking in the neighborhood. He just walking on his neighborhood. What he's allowed to do. He's not in you. Walking on the sidewalk. Walking through the neighborhood. What are you doing it? I'm walking. What are you talking about? Go ahead.
And walk. Go away right now.
Jonathan questioned Andre's address and baselessly accused him of harassing his neighbor, demanding that he immediately leave his community.
You're in the wrong neighborhood, fucker. Get out.
At this moment, Andre's face was full of confusion because he had already lived here.
I live here, sir.
Okay, right now you're harassing the neighborhood.
I'm not harassing anyone walking through the neighborhood. I live here, sir. Where?
Jonathan claimed that the neighbors here have close relationships, insisting that DeAndre is not a resident of this community and repeatedly verbally insulting him.
You're aggressive on the neighborhood.
Someone came running in.
You better walk away. You walk away.
In fact, DeAndre's residence is only a 10-minute walk from the location of the incident. After the police arrived at the scene, Jonathan was arrested and charged with 2 third-degree charges. The judge sentenced him to only 30 days in prison.
Because he was inferior, he was small, and he was black.
Hey, black. Exactly. Let's cut the fuck shit. He's black.
This is crazy. This is super crazy. So we have another one too here. I'm gonna share this one. This was a black father who caught a white man trying to practice the white culture on his underage son. Of course, you understand what that is.
No. Yeah, we know what that means. But what's understood, Toby, doesn't need to be said.
Don't do this, y'all. Please. Oh my God, y'all. No. What are you doing?
Get that black bitch out the way. No. Don't hurt white master. No. Get your ass out the way. Your ass out the way. Don't beat up my white daddy. Don't beat up my white daddy. No. You give him that work.
I'm gay. That's why.
You don't get your fucking Sambo. Get your Sambo ass out the way. Oh no. Don't beat up my white dad. He's the fuck pray him every week when I go to church. You don't get your ass out the way. Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
I'm gonna listen to this and then we get to the topic, which is the Maga movement.
What was that guy gonna say? You cut it off? I want to see what the guy was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There to meet up with the black man's underage son, with an underage black boy. His friend found out, went there.
When put his white cock up in him.
Before the cop came, he had to put it, him and his homies had to do a little something to let him know you can practice white culture over there. Don't bring white culture over here. And
exactly. That's what you're supposed to do. As a black man, your son, that's what you do. And you move her black, get your ass out the way. Knock you in the fuck. You better knock her ass out too. Get your ass out the way. Shit. Run around. No, don't do it. Don't do the white daddy. Don't you do it. No. That's Jesus, nigga. Don't you do it.
just want to bring something to everyone's attention. You notice who kept trying to defend? Please, y'all, please. Okay, since the last 3 days where I've started this whole thing of calling white people out for the disgusting things they do, where I've been saying it's white culture, go in my comments and see. You'll find there's not a single white woman in my comments defending white men. Not a single one in there defending pedophilia. The one that guess who is in my comments. I mean,
you know, it's an American black woman, and she's all fucked up. And I know what you can say. It's the American black woman. That's why she's that American black woman. Oh, I'll beat up on Jesus, nigga. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Say some of his dick for me. Don't you do it.
Someone defending white men in my comments.
You know it is.
And I can assure you, it is not white women. Not a single white woman is in my comments defending white men. As I'm going around talking about white culture, being sarcastic about attaching pedophilia, incest, and bestiality to white people, because they're the ones that do this the most. So I've been going around sarcastically calling it white culture,
and attaching
it to them. Everyone has been coming in my comments and shitting on them. Even some white men throwing the rest of the white people under the bus. There's one group that has constantly
the black woman, because the black woman's now been completely propagandized in America. I don't care if he fucks a dog. You know his dick was in a dog. Dick was in a fucking goat, a sheep. He got sheep coochie on his ball sack. I like to suck it, lick it off.
Remember that famous picture of the KKK guy in New York? A very KKK, no, New York. I remember it was in the down south. This man is in the KKK. He's part of an organization that goes around hunting and killing black men. He came out, a bunch of black men found him, surrounded him. That picture went viral because someone went there to defend him.
That was that black woman
who psychologically.
That was some years ago, yeah. That was some years ago, yeah. They were about to be up that Klansman. Who made these damn hoods? So yeah, because that was about 5 or 6 years ago. They went to go beat that Klansman ass, and there's a black woman out there. Oh, don't beat her. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you beat her ass and you throw her ass up to the side. Get your ass out the way. You go ahead and lick his goddamn wounds after we beat his ass. No good fucking dead wench. Get your ass out of here.
White man. Defend the white man's system. Defend everything about, but when I talk, they'll say it's hatred.
Crazy. So let me share this. Then TV.
But on the issue of race, on the treatment of African Americans specifically, even being terrible at what they're doing has still proven to be disastrous for our country. And it is in part the posturing and from the White House and the president. That is stuff that validates and excites the worst bigots in the country, and that is consequential. But it's more than that too. We are now about 16 months into what has been from day one a concerted and intense targeting of Black Americans specifically.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad because don't forget this damn phony broad's a phony too. This fucking Rachel Maddow bitch here. This bitch is full of baloney too. But at least she said with the fact, not no black and brown fuck shit. They've been targeting black people. And these mega morons say, oh, the black people got the best. That's how fucking detached and psychopathic these motherfuckers are. Because now, their stomachs are touching their backbone. It's about, if they don't stop this Iran war, it's about to get even worse. Right? Can't pay for bills, can't fucking buy groceries. It's about to get even worse. And now you got the MAGA morons talking about, yeah, Trump is the worst president ever. Duh. But I told you guys in the beginning, I said, yeah, it doesn't make a difference whether you get Kamala or Trump in there. This war was coming because the people that run the country wanted it. So you don't get it. And because everybody kept saying, oh, Kamala's going to be the one to take this war against Iran, remember? I said, it don't matter who the fuck it is because they both are right. They both ain't no good, right? Both. I told you they both, it ain't no such thing as no excuse me. There's no such thing as an opposition party. Nowhere on the planet. As Machiavelli told you, you better start reading some Machiavelli books while they started this con game 500 years to begin with. It's a con game. So the dumbass masses, the dumbass, as Joby calls the common Menachi, the common man, who's a fucking moron, they want to keep him uneducated, believes that you vote this person in, you vote that person in, and some shit's going to change from you. When the politicians don't run shit but their mouths. It's the money elite that puts them in, so you won't know who's actually running shit. They're just the placeholders. They're just the ones that you believe run. They don't run shit. Like I said, they don't run nothing. But nothing ever changed. And it's funny, you got these fake Black Caucus members all about to lose their job because they re-implemented the racism in the South, right? But as Black Americans, what are you losing? These motherfuckers never done. That's why you got the guy Joby showed you with the NAACP. These motherfuckers never done nothing for you because they're in the system to make sure Black people globally stay on the bottom. So you need to talk about this MPA bullshit is fucking phony. I try to teach you guys that. This is a global assault against Black people globally. Whether you sit in Colombia, Brazil, Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, America, Jamaica. This is global. But since they dumbed everybody down, you can't think in a global thing. You ain't know what the fucking globe even is. I don't know where no fucking Nairobi at. What they got to do with me? I don't know what fucking Kingston, Jamaica at. What they got to do with me? Everything's fucking stupid. Because they set up a system to make sure you as a Black person, you would be deceived and thinking now, since you see a Black face that's supposed to be representing you, that you would be getting some tangible benefits from said government agency. And then when you see, damn, don't shit ever change. We still always fucked up. We can't get no jobs. We can't get no employment. We're on the bottom. We're impoverished. And you keep on voting. You keep with that Martin Luther King fuck shit. I'm voting. I'm voting this time. I'm voting this time. And I'm going to tell you, doesn't make no difference whether you had Camilla. Because remember, everybody said they're not going to vote for Camilla because Camilla openly told you she was going to war against Iran. Trump told you he wasn't going to go to war. But his master said, just what you're going to do. And that's what they're doing. Man, because everybody said, we don't want to go to war. You can't vote for Camilla because she's going to do what Hillary did. She's taking us to war. She's going to go against war against Iran. Remember that? Then nobody want to go no damn war. People tired of all these damn wars. But the presidents don't run anything. The Congress people don't run anything but their mouths. People that have the money run every fucking thing. Right? So Trump being a loser, but see, what drives everything with white people is their racism, their hatred towards Black people, the propaganda they believe that they're smarter than us, and all the lies they've been told. That works on anything. They want to see, and now everybody knows this. I'm just talking to them. Now everybody's saying what I said 10, 50 years ago. Everybody knows it now. They enjoy seeing Black people all fucked up. That's why I told you got the African porn shit they do. Anywhere you got Black people, they love to see you all fucked up and impoverished. They be nutting on themselves. They love to see that woman. That video you just see, I don't see it. You can't even find on TikTok right now, her getting beat in the face. That's gonna have white people sitting in their room looking at that TikTok video, nutting on themselves, orgasms everywhere. Yeah, goddamn it, yeah. And as a Black person, you can't fathom this kind of evil. You can't fathom it. You start talking about that, like Joby in the beginning. You start talking that humanity shit. Because you, as a Black person, you got humanity, and you confuse them with you. You confuse them with you. That's why. Remember, reason why America doesn't have health care and all these other attributes. They told you we don't want Black people to get it. So they couldn't see in the beginning they could do that. They would do these policies where only white people could get them, right? And they would exclude Black people. But as they started becoming a world power, they couldn't go to Africa and say, we want your minerals, we want you to work with you. And they openly tell them that they don't like black people. Right? They say, well, you don't like the black people. You got back in your country. How you talking about making deals with us? So they had to smooth that out a little bit, put the scam in there. Because in the beginning, openly tell them that we remember when black people, your grandmother couldn't get Social Security and all these other benefits. Remember, because they said black people. Because remember, at that time, like they do in Africa, in America, most of us was what? Don't mess. We working in white people's homes, cooking and cleaning for these motherfuckers. We was out in the fields, right? Remember the whole scam? They wanted us back out in them fields, cotton fields, the watermelon fields, the cantaloupe, all that farm shit. And that was a con, with this illegal immigration. They said, we're going to put black people out in the field. That's in their documents, right? We're going to put these niggas back in the fields, right? But, where's I going? So, the whole thing said, yeah, we're going to put these niggas back out in the field, right? The whole thing, we wasn't going back out in no fucking fields. That day is over. So the whole scam is to put black people in certain black faces in high places, right? But they never do anything for you. Whole scams, they never do nothing for you. You're like, damn, shit don't ever change. You got these black faces. You have black mayors. Remember, 40 years ago, wasn't no black mayors, wasn't no black Congress people and all that shit. So they gave you black people as Congress people, all this old fake shit, right? Right? And then nothing changed. We actually got worse. Because remember, these politicians are co-opted. They don't work for us. They work for the same white people who put them in office. They don't work for us. They don't do shit for us. They was talking about that, what about the black and brown coalition? And they know goddamn well there ain't no fucking black and brown coalition that these motherfucking people hate us. But they got you chasing your goddamn tail, like a dog chasing his tail, and pretend like we got some coalition with people that hate us. That's the insane part. And so now, Maga is getting mad because black people used to being poor. So they're all mad. They're all mad. Why these black people ain't mad? Why they not protesting? Remember, they expected us to be in the streets again, protest, because don't nothing move in this country unless black people do it. And then shout out to white people, don't shit shake in this motherfucking country unless black people are doing it. White people groupie protests don't work. Mexicans groupie protests don't work. Got Mexicans go, where's everybody else to help us? Where's everybody? Why the black people ain't protesting with us? What? Protesting with you racist motherfucker? What are you talking about? We help everybody. What are you talking about? Ain't never been no damn coalition with no fucking Mexicans ever. Ever. All that fake ass Cesar Chavez shit from the 60s. That's fucking fake. You say that shit to our parents. That fake ass shit. So Maga's going crazy. Black people are already poor. We used to being poor. You motherfuckers benefited from the system. That's now been robbing so much that's going under now. You're like, oh, I can't buy groceries. I can't pay my car bill. I can't, people surviving. What's happening? Black people were already giving this economy is all fucked up. You didn't care about that. You didn't care about black people being fucked up. They didn't get us no Medicare. We couldn't get Medicare because we're black. That's in your documents as the government. So as long as black people don't get it, they'll die. That's how wicked and evil you motherfuckers are. See, if we don't get health care, you're not understanding that black people are the strongest people on the planet. But in your own documents, if we don't get these niggas health care, they'll die eventually. These niggas will die. But we're still here. And that's how wicked and evil you people are. So now that your wicked and evil shit has failed, and now the country's been cannibalized, right? See, it was okay at first, and all the jobs were going to China, because that was really expecting everybody who moved out the South. Because remember, everybody was trying to move out the South because that's where the farmland, picking cotton and strawberries and all that hard ass farm shit. And people said, fuck that, I'm out of here, right? So black people, so if you're in Mississippi Delta, I know I'm talking fast, you guys just follow me. If you're in Mississippi Delta, shout out to people who says that, I told you, Mississippi Delta is worse than Africa, Jack. Today, fuck around the Mississippi Delta, that's poverty, boy, that shit smack you in your motherfucking head. Ain't nothing like it. In the South, parts of the South, you talk about Africa? Shit, you ain't seen Africa, nigga, till you went to the southern states out this motherfucker. That poverty smacks you in the face. So back on point. So anyway, so black people left the fields, right? A lot of us left. We had the Great Migration. So people from North Carolina, South Carolina, they moved up to New York and Philadelphia, right? From Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the people went up to like New York City, right? This how most of the migration went. Those cats went up to New York City and Philadelphia and start working in those cities. The cats in Alabama mostly went up to Northern Ohio and Detroit, Michigan, right? That became the center of you had these factory jobs. Everybody mostly in Mississippi ended up going straight up to what? Chicago. That became your industrial base. So everybody, that's why when you was in Chicago, you always had family members back in Mississippi. That's why you was in Detroit, you always had family members back in Alabama or Tennessee. That's why when you was in New York City, you always had family back in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, some fucking where. Because we left that shit. And so, remember, so black people were having decent enough jobs, right, to take care of their families. You guys just go along with me here. So black people going up there with these jobs, and remember, her idea is to keep black people fucked up. I want you guys to understand how all your jobs went to China. It was based on race. It was based on economics too, but based on racism. Because as you moved out those see, they want you back in them fucking fields. This is known. This is Project 2025. What I'm telling you is real. So when you left their fucking fields, right? When you start getting these immigrants, so you left them fields. You went up north. Up north, you had the steel industry. Also, went to Pittsburgh with Jibba Jabba Zap, because that was the steel industry. So you went up to get all these decent. They might not have been great, but they were good industrial jobs that you can afford your family. You could buy a home. You keep your wife from talking shit about you because you could pay. Because you could pay for it. You could pay for. She went call you a no good dirty bum back in them days, right? You worthless ass nigga. You wasn't getting none of that, right? Because you're a decent job. You weren't a worthless ass nigga because you was a decent job. You could pay for your kids to go to school and that kind of to go to college, right? And so, but you don't understand that made white people angry. They didn't like seeing you be able to drive a car, have a house, pay for your kids to go to college. They didn't like that shit. So that's when you start getting the disruption back in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. They said, we got to put an end to this shit. These dumb motherfuckers that know their racism was going to come back to haunt them because they were going to send all the good paying jobs over to these Chinese motherfuckers, right? And so by doing that, these morons, their racism, they weren't smart to realize that you're going to hollow out the country. When a country doesn't make anything, you can't have a real economic system. It's fake. But their racism came first. They didn't realize, and then they were going to build China into a power. This low budget backward ass China, right? They're going to give China all their technology and shit and build them up as a rival, which is crazy. But understand this, black racism comes first I want you guys, they don't give a fuck about the Chinese getting rich and they're making them rich. They don't care about that. As long as black people stays on the bottom, it validates their white superiority. It validates that. That's why anything that can't allow Africa to rise. That's why they're adamant about that shit. Adamant. So any moron Africa think these white people are your friend, you a fucking moron. It's adamant. Animate. It's like that. Shout out to that white guy, Joe Bush, that Muslim, that Bolson. I've been saying it. He said the same thing. It's adamant. So their racism, they didn't care if they were going to holler. They didn't even really see if they were going to holler out the country. They just knew, okay, black people got decent jobs. We don't like this shit. We don't like black people living in decent homes. We don't like having complete control of them because when they're in poverty, we get to have them on the farm talking crazy to them. Say, nigga, I'll put you and your whole family off my farm. You don't bring back the quota of fucking potatoes. You'll get your wife and your fucking nappy-headed kids off my fucking plantation. That's how they want to be able to talk to you. Treat you disrespectful like a fucking animal. And when they don't got that control and power, they feel a certain type of way. So then, you can, and remember, that's why all you guys can tell me that, you know, your grandmothers all had houses. That's when black people all finally started to have homes, right? Everybody started having homes. Everybody started having homes because you had decent jobs in California. Everybody had all these industrial jobs. Remember back then, you could lose a job and go and find another good job in a week, 2 days. There was jobs everywhere around this bitch. When your goddamn parents were teenagers and your grandparents were adults, there were jobs everywhere. You can't find a job now. Everybody tell you, man, you better not quit. You never get hired again, right? But back then, there were industrial jobs everywhere, and it was good pay. Good pay. How much a motherfucker made in the steel mill? Kaiser Steel. Can't name all these steel companies. Kaiser. Jibber Jabber knows all those steel companies, especially Pittsburgh, Indiana, Ohio. Those steel companies are everywhere, as Joby showed with that goofy family out of Pittsburgh. What's that fucking family name? Whatever she said, they own the steel mills too. That goofy family. That was part of Carnegie and Mellon, the Mellon family. Them motherfuckers. But you had all these steel mills, and who makes the steel now? China. So China, they gave their whole industrial base to China. Now, you having common sense, you know you wouldn't do that because white people still want to be powerful around the world. They still wouldn't be able to go to a country, smack it in the head and steal their resources. Shut your damn mouth. You'll do what you're told to. See, they always want to be able to do that. But the morons holler out the country so bad that we don't make shit. All that shit is in China. They can't build bombs. These morons can't build bombs, can't build ammunition. All that shit's in China. And China said, we're not going to give you no more fucking rare earth minerals. Remember, majority of rare earth minerals are in Africa. They're right in Africa trying to get these minerals and shit so they can make more shit to kill people. So, them not thinking they hauled out that's why they can't beat Iran. Because they don't got no more fucking bombs, stupid. But I want you to understand it's baked by their racism. Because all these Americans were leaving these farms, plantations. You guys know you all got a family member that's from the fucking South. Everybody's got somebody in Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, North and South Carolina, all that Southern shit. That black people flee. Say, come on, mama, let's get out of here. Well, baby, I've been here all my, well, fuck that, mom, I'm gone. They get that, baby, I've been here all my life. I'm scared to go up north. All right, well, talk to you later, mama. I'm gone to Chicago. I'm out of here. I'm gone to Pittsburgh. I'm gone to New York. I'm out of here. Fuck that shit you talking. Right? So as we had all those decent jobs back in the late 60s, early 70s, white people felt a certain type of way. That's when you get Reagan come in. Talking about, the big, remember, all that open, Ronald Reagan was racist as fuck. He wasn't as blatant as Trump, but he was more sly with his racism. The big black buck. Remember Reagan called black people big black, the big black buck, doing a job that can be done by white people. Like, what? Call people big black buck, that slavery shit. And the white people love Reagan racist ass because at the end of the day, The country is based on race. These white people have been deranged with their racism. They're deranged and they can't be saved. Make sure you understand that. They're psychopathic with their racism because they're psychopaths. And they can't be saved. All that black people, like that Bill Joby said, oh, don't beat up on the white man, don't do it. You smack her in the head and get your ass out the way. So motherfucking get this work. Get your ass out the way. So they can't be salvaged. So as they hauled out the country, white people still had decent jobs, and black people now being pushed to the edges. And what happens when you push to the edges? You turn to crime because you can't get a job. And remember, that's when they start setting up all these private prisons. Everything they do is evil. Everything they think about is wicked and evil. They said, well, we know we're going to get rid of these jobs, and these niggas not going to have jobs. They're going to turn to crime, and then we're going to flood this. They're going to flood their neighborhoods with drugs. Well, you guys don't know, they introduced heroin to wipe us out, and then crack cocaine, right? This introduced by the CIA to wipe us out. But you understand that. Now, let's not be childlike and understand. Drugs were introduced in the black community in this country to wipe our ass out. Wipe us out. Because the jobs were taken away. Like, when you have a job, you get depressed. You're like, oh man, like your woman gets to talking, you're crazy. You know, you got your woman loses respect for you. What are you doing? You ain't working nowhere. You can't get that one job doing something. Well, baby, I've been out looking. There's no job. I don't want to hear that shit. Tyrone got a job down the street. Shit, right? So to deal with that pressure, you're like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna sell some drugs. Or you're gonna take the drugs. You're gonna sell it, or you're gonna take it. So that's gonna destroy you as a community anyway. Everybody's all hopped up on heroin or crack later on. And this is not me being hyperbolic. You guys already know the story. We know this is the truth. As Joby showed you a couple years ago, we talked about Gary Webb, remember? Gary Webb, the reporter, exposed this, that the CIA flooded the black community with cocaine to wipe us out. When he reported on it, he died of suicide, right? He shot himself 2 times in the back of the head. Remember that? So our own government is racist. Like I told you, we're behind enemy lines. So when you hear like when Malcolm X told you, that goopy nigga talking about our military, our astronauts, all that our shit, all this. As black people, you are not part of this country. Never have included your ass. You are behind enemy lines. You are a captured entity. You get to our military, our this. What? When the government is openly trying to wipe your black ass out. You talk about this our shit. Our Congress people ain't doing, our Congress people. And we're the only community. They ain't trying to wipe out the Asians, the Chinese motherfuckers are here. They ain't trying to wipe out the East Indian motherfuckers that are here. They ain't trying to wipe out the Vietnamese. They tried to wipe out black people. So there was no black and brown coalition. They didn't try to wipe out the Mexican community. They specifically targeted black America. So as they were taking your jobs, right? So we're going down memory lane. We're going to show the orchestration of evil. We're going to show the orchestration of evil. We're going down memory lane here. Okay? So after they started taking your jobs and shipping that shit to China, making it China. Remember, China's all fucked up. China's poor in Africa. That's a fact. Impoverished and fucked up. Can't even feed themselves. But they said, well, you know what, shit, we can go get jobs. These niggas, they can take that shit to China, pay them cheaper, and make more money. But we still got a problem with these niggas. How we eventually get rid of their ass. This is shit that was talked about. So this is not you being silly, not understanding these conversations happen. right? How can we get rid of these niggas? So, CIA said we're going to flood this new drug called crack cocaine into the community. We're going to flood these niggas with this shit. That'll wipe their ass. Because they thought heroin was going to wipe us out. But it didn't. Remember, we recovered from the heroin as black. We recovered somehow. Everybody from my mom's generation, and they all fucked up, strung out on shooting needles in their arms, all heroin addicts and shit, all fucked up. The black community still survived that. So now all these communities are now being hollowed out. Chicago's being hollowed out. Pittsburgh's being hollowed out. Philadelphia's being hollowed out. Upstate New York is being hollowed out. Indianapolis is being hollowed out. Columbus, Ohio is being hollowed out. Cleveland's being hollowed out. So all the northern area where you ran to get out of the fucking fields, we're doing back-breaking slave labor in the fields, all those jobs are now being completely wiped out. And I want you to stand the white MAGA motherfuckers. They had no problem with that. They had no problem with that. They know eventually, through time, it was going to affect them, which is doing that eventually their motherfucking stomachs are going to touch their goddamn backbone. They were going to stand while the country cannot now, no, they can't afford to live because you don't have the jobs, the institutions in this country no more that afford a livable wage because you gave the shit all to China, right? You give all that shit to China. And China being who they are, they start just taking your fucking science and just, reverse engineering that shit for themselves. So that's a smart thing to do. You ain't going to bring your shit here to me. Think I'm not going to steal your fucking technology. That'd be stupid. I'm going to reverse engineer the shit and make my own. And corner the market. That's only common sense. Africans might take the technology of Africa. They won't do shit with it. Oh, white man say, I work for them. What? Man, take that shit apart and reverse engineer that shit. Fuck is you talking about? So we can learn how to build the shit ourselves. You out of your fucking mind? Shit. You ain't gonna just bring some shit in here to use my ass for years me making you money. You take that shit apart and learn to reverse engineer it. That's what the Chinese did. That's only common sense shit. Ideal. You gonna bring some shit in, think I'm gonna be a slave for 30, 40 years? Nah, that ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna agree just to be impoverished making your shit. That ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna give you guys a whole layout, the backstory, why you got MAGA, what's actually happening. So the race and how they got played. So now the job market, eventually, the country's being hollowed out. So there's not all these good jobs. America made everything. America was a superpower. It's only a superpower because of the economy. You can't keep a military if you can't pay for the shit. Now you hauled out your whole economy. So America's going to be in decline. They can't keep the same military out there bombing people, robbing and shit, because you can't even make the weapons no more. You can't make the bombs and all that shit. They talk about, if Oman doesn't do what we say, we're going to just bomb their ass. Talking crazy don't work no more. So everybody know you don't got the industrial base no more. Your industries are destroyed. Your industries are over in China. That's why China's talking crazy to you. You never had China talk crazy to the United States, ever. China used to do what the fuck they told to do. Never you see China come on and get to talk, look at all weak and shit. But they know they not. They played the long game. These dumbass white people were going to steal all their shit, get all their industries, and eventually we'll be able to talk to them. You never see no Chinese talk to no American like they talk to Donald Trump. China was always subservient. They knew they was when they was begging 25 years to get in the WTO, the World Trade Organization, all begging and shit, sucking white people's dicks. Because the countries are fucking impoverished. Motherfuckers riding around on bicycles. They ain't no cars in that country. Motherfuckers on bicycles. Ching, 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 ching. Type of bicycles and shit. But now they talking crazy to you. Because you made them an economic power. Right? They're talking crazy. Hey, you better not you got Chinese talking crazy. Hey, you better not say that because we're letting you know we're letting you know right now that you are declining power, and you just need to shut the fuck up and let us do what we're gonna do. So, so that's what you have happening now. So, with this happening, Meg is now understanding that the jobs that they're going to bring jobs, they can't bring jobs back here. You know, since in China, Chinese people work cheaper than you. They're not going to bring the jobs back and pay you a livable wage when everything's gone up, inflation, and they mismanage the country for all these having these wars for you know who. It's not real. You're now $40 trillion in debt. You can't bring no companies back here. You're not going to work. You're not going to make $5 a day. That's not going to pay no bills in America. So they've hauled out the country. And so the mega morons thought with Trump, well, the racism, black people go back to the fields, go get rid of these Mexicans. See, they tired of looking at the Mexicans. They tired of pretending like they're white. They want, remember, at the end of the day, they want to be cruel. Their nature is cruelty. That's their nature. They don't want to pretend to be nice to no fucking Mexicans. They want to tell them and treat them like shit till you ain't white. And we just pretended. Now you're going to get this work and get your ass out of here. But they thought black people were going to go back to these black people. We're not going back to pick no fucking tomatoes, no fucking eggs and fucking squash and all that goofy shit. We're not doing none of that. And so I'm going to have Joby show video after video about have Joby show go to TikTok, say MAGA is now leaving Trump. Let Joe play some videos. But I had to give you guys the caveat of what transpired with this. It's always for them. Remember, racism always comes first, always. And they hauled out the country for their own racist benefits. And now, after all these years, it's finally affected them because there are no jobs. There are no jobs to put these fucking mega morons into. And remember, they hauled out the education system. Most of these mega motherfuckers are dumb as shit. What job could, and they say mostly black America. Black America is fucking stupid. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to have Joby, before you do that, I'm going to have Joby show that. There's a thing going around. Shout out to black guy. He's having people read shit they can't even read. He said, he just showed a piece of paper. He said, hey, read this. They can't even read it. White people and black people, they can't even read the shit. I'm like, I know it's bad, but not this bad. I'm like, what? How are you functioning in the world you can't even read? They can't read or write. I'm like, this is crazy. But go ahead, Joe. Play some video.
Okay.
To actually be asked by the President of the United States to back off and not help these women, that's when MAGA died. That's when the entire thing shattered.
Yeah, so because they're immoral. Remember, for them it's more relative. And so this no good racist bitch here, she has her draw here. I give her credit. She got mad because they've been digging in white kids' coochies and booty holes. But she finally drew the line with her racist ass, right? You're not gonna do nothing about them just digging in the little girls' booties. And Donald Trump, and they know it. Donald Trump is a pedophile. Not allegedly, is one. And I'm not going to Epstein files. I'm going back 30 years ago when he had cases on his ass, and then settled out of court for little boys, little girls that he had fucked. And that's not no goddamn allegedly. That's on the record. That's a fact. So we know they didn't even care knowing that he's a pedophile, right? They didn't care. But they thought he was going to do so much damage to us, which he is doing. He's fucking us up. But as black people, we're used to getting fucked up, right? We're used to, everybody's been racist. Even Obama, no good ass, is racist. Oh, he's partly black. Obama hates black people. If you don't know that by now, you're a fucking moron. He's raised by white people. He's a scam by the CIA. Obama hates black. That's why he doesn't run nobody black. Can't stand your black ass. I thought he's from Kenya. Why ain't he been in Kenya, back to his village in Kenya? This nigga ain't been in Kenya since he left the press. He's been out of the White House for 10 years. Why ain't made no trip to Kenya? Visit the family. That's what you want to do? You want to go to Kenya, visit family? All that fake ass shit. Go ahead, Joe.
Came on. Then we spent 8 weeks shut down. Remember that? We spent 8 weeks shut down. By the way, that was to stop the Epstein resolution from getting a House vote. That's what that shutdown was about.
Hi there, everyone. It's 4 o'clock in New York. At this very moment, Donald Trump's political career is spoiling faster than a box of Trump steaks left out in the sun. A brand new poll shows record levels of disapproval for the job that Donald Trump is doing as president, with key parts of his political coalition now completely turning on him.
MAGA is crumbling. You might remember this guy, Jared Wise. He's a J6er who was pardoned by Trump and then hired as an advisor to the DOJ. He was accused of encouraging violence against police after raiding the Capitol. And he just resigned from the DOJ, apparently abandoning Trump. You can read his tweet here. Even the bad guys are abandoning MAGA.
Did you guys hear about the rural town that cheered on this administration's cuts for hospitals until their hospitals got cut? To break this down, I'm bringing in contributor Chris Mowry. Watch until the end and check this out. Thank you.
All right, there's a really wild story I want to talk about today. There's a small town in Missouri, a rural area that overwhelmingly voted for Trump, and they only have one hospital in this area. It's been serving the community for over 7 years.
See, they thought they were going to be cutting black people shit. So, yeah, cut these niggas shit. Let them die. But it's cutting all this shit up. This shit's crazy.
Decades, has stayed open as the community has shrunk. They used to have a Walmart, the only Walmart in the area, closed. And through a lot of economic downturn, they have been able to stay open. But unfortunately, because of Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill, there are fears that it may close in a town that overwhelmingly voted for Trump. And frankly, I don't think they realized they were voting for this. And I want to talk about it today. Before we get into it, if you're new here, it would mean a lot if you click like and subscribe. I'm 23 years old. My name's Chris Mowry. I'm basically a Gen Zer who screams all the time about how Republicans suck. So if you want to stay on top of the news, here's some of my takes. It would mean a lot if you subscribe down below. Before we hop into this story, this is a theme we're seeing with MAGA and Trump supporters. And I don't really know how I feel so much of saying, fuck around, find out, like these people deserve what they're getting. I really think most of the blame should go to Donald Trump for conning the American public. But at some level, I see you guys in the comments. I hear you. It's kind of mind-boggling. This went really viral the other day. This is on LinkedIn, oddly enough. A woman who owns a business. I've been getting a lot of hateful messages since my last post about my business struggles. Yes, my husband did vote for Trump. Yes, Trump's tariffs have seriously disrupted my supply chain and hurt my business. That said, I still support my husband. He voted for what he truly believed was right. It's complicated, but so is life. But like on an issue like this, is it complicated though? Like, really? This is where I get to the point where I'm like, okay, fuck around, find out. He told you a million times he's going to implement tariffs. And it really was pretty simple. He was lying to your face when he said tariffs are paid for by other countries. People like you and I screamed, hey, they're not. They're going to be paid for by American businesses, and this could really hurt. You can let me know what you think down below. But we see people like Ellie just in the last few days, a month ago. Latinas for Trump co-founder blast, quote, inhumane immigrant arrest. Florida State Senator and co-founder of Latinas for Trump issued a stark rebuke of President Trump on Sunday as his administration seeks to ramp up deportations and other actions against migrants without legal status. Garcia, to a particular issue.
Remember they chose that black and brown coalition. Well, the brown people voted for Trump. They thought Trump was going to come after black people more and leave them alone. See, remember, they're all evil. He's coming after us without a doubt. But they thought they were going to be the white supremacists as well. And Trump said, nah, I'm coming at you no good, dirty Mexicans too. so now they're being devastated. And I love every bit of it. Go ahead, Joe.
With reported tactics in southern Florida, where immigration officials have allegedly been making arrests in immigration courts and taking other steps to target individuals otherwise in compliance with legal orders. She posted on Twitter, quote, this is not what we voted for. I have always supported Trump through thick and thin. However, this is unacceptable and inhumane. Regardless of how you feel toward these individuals, we're here now, and we.
The wheels have fully come off. Donald Trump is getting the karma he deserves.
See,
the MAGA movement has.
It's only inhumane if you do it to black people. but do it to them, that's inhumane. See, it's not inhumane if you do it to black people. Black people, yeah, you supposed to do it to these niggas. And white people, we thought that it was just going to hurt black people. What are you doing? Of course. Go ahead, Joey.
Completely crashed. Some of the biggest MAGA names are taken to the air to tell Donald Trump, you've destroyed the MAGA movement. We're hearing from Trump voter after Trump voter saying they are done, whether the crack began with the Epstein files, the tariffs against the world that Donald Trump promised was going to make everybody so wealthy, but destroyed their lives, whether it was the catastrophic war in Iran. Different people had different breaking points, but the commonality here is MAGA is in the toilet. And hey, Marjorie Taylor Greene was out there rallying a lot of the MAGA people to leave as well. So is Thomas Massie now. Let me show you what just went down. So you have Batya Ungar-Sarragan, one of Donald Trump's biggest proxies out there. And so she took to the air on News Nation. I mean, she's one of MAGA's biggest cheerleaders. And she said, Mr. President, your supporters are hurting. They need help. They need it from you. You got to help us. Why are you doing this? I want you to see what happens when she goes on live TV and says, Donald, why'd you do this to us? Because that's who he is. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, your supporters are hurting. People who voted for you 3 times, who would walk over Legos covered in hot coals to vote for you, are broke. Some are skipping meals. Others are buying canned chicken in bulk because that's all they can afford.
We're broke. Hold on, pause it. We're all broke, and our stomachs are touching our goddamn backbone. We're not supposed to be niggas. What kind of shit is this, Donald? You're treating us like dirty niggas. This ain't right. We're broke. We're hungry. That's what you see with the Africans on the commercials back in the day, with the flies and the big bellies and shit. We're white people. I don't understand. We're white. We're not supposed to be broke and all fucked up like the niggas. What? We know you know we're white people, Donald. Why are we? What's happening? We're not understanding. What are you doing, Donald? You know, we're white. We're not supposed to be treated like these nappy-headed niggas. So they're on live TV. Your people are hungry, Donald. Your people are hungry. They want some bread. They need some instant noodles, nigga. Something, Donald. Like, so what? You guys don't realize that, okay? But they don't like you. You white people have been used to destroy most of the world, to go invade countries, steal people's shit. And at the end of the day, it was always going to be, they were always going to cannibalize you too. And as black people, I can tell you, even though Fred Hampton tried that, I say no uniting with these people. Because at the end of the day, you can't change their thinking of black people. You can't change that. How much you talking about you go unite, they always, some comes along when the other white power structure, you know what? Don't unite with these niggas. We're gonna give you guys more, and we're gonna help you out. They'll drop you like a hot potato. They'll drop your ass like a hot potato. Go back complete to doing the evil. after those white people tell them, you know, okay, we're gonna help you guys a little bit, and you know, just don't go against us. We're just gonna worry about getting the black people. They'll say, okay, cool, that's what's up. And all your little fake coalition that you have with white people, that shit'll be gone. You'll be out in the cold again, all fucked up. So, all that I mean, I love Fred Hampton. I know they killed him because he was uniting white people and black people, but they're still gonna be who they are. Right? A dog don't change being a dog. I'm just keeping it real. Go ahead, Jovi.
Is just so high.
Then we heard from Caroline Sunshine. Again, she was a former Trump 2024 campaign communications director. And if you remember some of the videos I've been doing, she was out there early on in 2025 as one of Donald Trump's biggest cheerleaders. There was nothing Donald Trump could do that was wrong. And here she is on CNN saying, okay, Donald, you want to brag that you have 100% of MAGA support? MAGA's done. MAGA's gone. You have 100% of a little tiny sliver of your cult. You destroyed it, Donald. This is Caroline Sunshine, one of Donald Trump's literal proxies out there. Here, play this clip.
I don't hear a lot. I wish they would maybe pick up the phone more. I think that there's an information ecosystem around the president right now that is designed to keep opinions like mine out.
They believe and this is how stupid they are. They believe that Donald Trump doesn't know what he's doing. I don't think he hears from us. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Yes, he does know what he's doing, you fucking moron. He's always been a con man and a charlatan his whole life. That's why they picked him, stupid. That's why the powers that be put him there. It didn't make a difference yet. Camilla or her number's gonna change. They're both puppets. Donald's poor. He never had any company that ever worked. That's all propaganda. He's a moron. He's an idiot. He knows exactly what the hell's going on. He doesn't care about you because he's a psychopath, you stupid. But does he actually know what he's doing, what's going on? Yeah. He's following the rules of his master. They don't give a fuck about you. Fuck about how you hurting. They don't care about that. He doesn't care either. If you guys want to be in some delusional dream, I don't think Donald knows what he's doing, what's happening. People around him not letting him know. He lives in a country, he knows what the fuck is going on. Shit. He's a moron, but he's not goddamn stupid. He knows what the fuck is going on. You guys understand? You just don't. You guys can't come to terms that he doesn't give a shit about you. You know he was openly racist. Donald Trump is racist. Donald Trump has never hid his racism. Never. Always been openly racist. Always. Isn't it that? That didn't stop you guys from voting for him. He's been a pedophile and abusing women. That didn't stop you guys. You guys can't even. Are you talking about snatching women by the pussy? Yeah, I take him and I snatch him by the pussy. Dig all up in that coochie. You didn't care about that. That didn't stop you. He told you. He takes girls and digs in their coochies. He told you. Did that stop you? Did you feel bad about him taking them by the pussy and all that old crazy shit he said he do? Nah, you didn't care about that because at the end of the day, you figured he was gonna hurt black people. That's what you wanted because the dog whistle. They didn't even use dog whistles with Donald. Donald was openly blatant with that racism. So there's no dog whistles. Other people like Biden is racist, but Biden can use dog whistles. Trump didn't even use dog whistles. His racism is in your face. And you guys all love, you guys had no problem with that because you guys are openly racist. Okay? The Trump movement, as they trying to start killing each other, escape. That the movement is so racist. Yeah, you think we didn't know? Who you trying to tell now something that the movement is racist? Didn't everybody know that? Like you telling some information that nobody know. You out here spilling the beans. I'm out here spilling the beans on Trump. The whole thing is racist. Why we didn't know that? Go ahead, Joe.
The most anti-American movements that has ever existed in the United States. You all had something with America first.
It's the most American. It's the most American. It's in your face. Go ahead,
Joe. Trump first. Donald Trump hates the United States of America and everything that it stands for, and he hates that I can tell you this. You see, Donald Trump and his diehard supporters don't want the United States of America. They want their own country with its own constitution because they hate the Constitution of the United States. The 14th Amendment says that if you were born in the United States, then you are a citizen of the United States. Donald Trump is currently trying to take that away. It is in the Constitution in black and white. The Supreme Court is likely to strike this down. And then there is Trump 2028, Trump 2032, and all of this The Constitution specifically says that the president cannot be elected more than twice to the presidency. Those that are trying to find a way or trying to rip up that passage completely by itself are some of the most unpatriotic people in this entire country. In fact, those that are posting that are probably either bots or probably not even residing in the United States. And then there is the corruption. Donald Trump sued the IRS for $10 billion and then settled with them to make a slush fund of almost $2 billion. And then there was an agreement between the IRS and Donald Trump that the IRS can no longer audit him, his family, his businesses, everything. Donald Trump is trying to make a royal family in the United States of America. And then there is the attempts to silence people. Brendan Carr, the FCC chairman, went after Jimmy Kimmel for using his free speech. And he went onto a podcast and said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. A little bit right after that, ABC pulled Jimmy Kimmel off of the air temporarily. For weeks, Brendan Carr tried to clarify what he meant, but the damage was already done. And we all just saw the last show of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert because of pressure from the federal government. Donald Trump is the worst fear of our founding fathers, and I will be standing here talking to you about it as long as I can until I have no breath in my lungs. I swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States, not to a man. Especially
he's not the worst fear.
That is,
he's not the worst fear.
The United States of America. Until next time, guys, drop a follow on TikTok.
The country's all pause that.
Wow.
The country's always been evil, founded in evil, based on evil. Of course, you've been propagandized, because it's had the best media. Oh, fight for justice and freedom, all that thing. The country was founded with evil, created with evil, consistently continued with evil, and it's evil. And it's coming to an end. That's a good thing. Part about it, I hate to tell you, the country's going to collapse. There's no way to stop it. And you guys, don't tell me when, but in the next, by 2030, the country's fucked up. It's gone. We're now, the GDP, I think we're like 120% over what our market is, the GDP. So and we don't make shit. We don't got any damn industries that can change to make anything. We're going to play it, Joe. Let me see what she has to say. Go ahead.
Okay, then I go through the comments.
When we started talking about releasing the Epstein files, I'm like, this is a no-brainer. President Trump will just roll them out on a big cart himself. Stacks and stacks and stacks of the Epstein files, because obviously Bill Clinton is all in there and Hillary Clinton. That's what I had been told all along, right?
Yeah, because you're stupid. Because they're all in there. You thought it's going to be the Clintons? You think they told these goofy white people, we already know that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton was Trump's best friend. They're all best friends. They all went to each other's weddings and they're all crooked. Then he going to run president. Oh, I hate the former president. I hate Bill Clinton, the former president. I hate his wife. I ran against it. But they're all controlled by the same people. And so she was stupid enough to believe that there was a difference between Bill Clinton and goddamn Donald Trump. And we know they're close friends. Always been close friends. Only because now he ran for president. Oh, the Clintons. And then when he got in 2016, they said, hey, aren't you going to erase the Clintons? Aren't you going to arrest them since they did so many bad things? You said, oh, no, don't worry about them. Time to take care of them. Because it's all fake. It's the same kabuki theater. Because none of them actually run shit. They're all puppets. Understand this? All your leaders on the planet are all puppets. All of them. All of them. Almost not puppet. Everybody knows the shot to the guy. Well, I gotta say, almost not puppets right now. They're gonna try to kill him. Is only non-puppets you got on this planet right now. It's Ibn Torre and the other ones in the house. So that's it. Those are the only ones that out. Can you imagine they're the only ones that sit outside the system. That's why the system is trying to kill their ass. They're the only ones that outside this system. That's it. That's it. Putin, they're all in that system. All controlled by the money powers that run this planet. Ones that make these fake monies and own these banks. That's who runs this planet. Not your fake politicians. Everybody shit don't never change for you. That's why you don't understand any of these decisions. Like, these decisions don't make no sense. Why would they do this? Because they don't do shit. They do what they're told to do. Why you ain't releasing the Epstein file? Has anybody went to jail? Why these files? Remember, they own all the media. You can't say that. I'm not talking about America. I mean in the world. Globally. See, that's why I told you you're dealing with a global thing. They own all the media globally. All of it. All of it. That's why you can't never get the Epstein files in its raw form. Why can't we get it released nowhere on the planet? All the fucking of these babies and eating them and all the wicked shit that's been done. Why can't you get it out there? They know it's there. Why hasn't it been released? Because it's all them doing it. Why can't it be released? See, because Epstein is not just America. You got the motherfuckers in Britain, Germany, Australia, fucking Argentina, Brazil. All the motherfuckers been in that Epstein fucking these babies. Isn't it funny? You got cameras all over the planet to catch you doing crimes, but they never can catch you when they stealing these babies. There's never no camera footage. How amazing is that? That means you got a whole system run by elite people that can turn on and off cameras. They never get attacked. That's what's going on. There's why there's never no footage of these babies that's missing. Thousands every fucking year. And now we know they're eating them and fucking them. We know that. So you think if the world wasn't controlled by these people, the world would be exploding right now. If people actually had real power. How the fuck could you not go find out who's fucking and eating these babies? Who's fucking children and eating them? That would be your main goddamn task as a goddamn president. Who's fucking and eating these babies? But nowhere. Is England trying to find them? No. Kenya trying to find out? No. America trying to find out? No. Jamaica trying to find out? No. Brazil trying to find out? No. Japan? No. China. So China's free. Why China not trying to fucking these babies and eating them? Why they not? Because you could blackmail the damn West. We know who's been fucking the babies and eating them. He got you right here. Because China's not a free and independent country. Don't ever believe China is free and independent. It's all fucking fake. You think make China backward and poor 40 years ago. Sucking their own ass. Can't even fucking grow shit. Starvation. I was saying, China's a superpower. Okay. All right. Shut the fuck up, moron. You go ahead and read the comments.
Because the comments as we literally wind up.
Wind up.
Chat to everyone with us on the chat. Sister Michelle, 10 Speed, John Mosquito, Jiba Jabba, Ricky, Jason, and Sankenon. Hope you're doing amazing. Nice to see you. And to all the silent listeners, happy new month and hope you had a beautiful weekend. I see earlier we had Ricky saying, my 65 years on the Mother Earth, she's the first female I came across hanging from a tree, and they call it suicide. Yep, they did.
Exactly.
I say, you saw her? Did you see her, Ricky? I don't know. Are you saying you saw her? But anyway, Jason also says,
Ricky saw him with his Indian powers. We don't know. Ricky uses Indian powers and look into the future and see it. You know.
Jason says, Chad, the builder, is getting done up by long stroke James in jail.
Oh man, they fucking the shit out Chad the builder. You know it. I thought they gonna protect him. Chad's getting that big black dick up in there. They I know why. Hey, I told you what was coming. You can't go to prison while them big black men talking that racist shit. They gonna tap that booty hole, Joby. They gonna get it. They gonna be all up in your doodle shoot, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Jason also says a lot of these Mexicans just say a lot of these Mexicans just as sorry as anyone else. And 10 Speed is, I think Black America Americans is more than 13% of the country's population.
That's all we are.
Jiba Jaba says, what is this panel on the screen? How to grieve off Negroes' emotions? Phil Scott. Oh, okay. And
Yeah, that
also
was Phil Scott. That was Phil Scott up there. Exactly. That was that group. I said, ain't that Phil Scott up there? I always said, and the funny part, he had like he's not down with the Black and Brown Coalition. Remember, he literally married the Brown Coalition. His wife is a whole Mexican. He knows black people. A lot of black people still know his past. You know, that he's supposed to be some Pan African and all that shit. Where he's still laying up with a whole Mexican.
Jiba Jaba also says NAACP literally means no actual advancement for colored people.
Exactly. Who said that, Ricky?
Jiba Jaba.
Jiba Jaba got that right. Exactly what it means. No, that con game. They've been trying to sell us that con game from ever. People know exactly. It means no advancement for our ass, Joby.
Text also says the problem with the black people all over the world is that they want to be loved by everyone, and adding that now they got Indians buying properties in the black neighborhoods in Chicago.
Wow, you've been gentrified about, and the Indians are racist, man. Yeah, but see, Indians, you buy neighborhoods in Chicago get rough because you don't get fucked up there talking that shit to black people up in the neighborhoods. You're gonna get fucked up. You're not gonna buy neighborhoods and get to talking that crazy Indian talk. No, it's going. Now, I'm gonna put on I'm putting my secret Indian powers right into the future. Now, the Indians buying buildings and housing black neighborhoods. I'm predicting in 2 years some Indians gonna get fucked up in the streets out there because he's gonna be talking shit to the wrong black American, and they gonna give him that work. That's my prediction. That's my Indian spirituality to the future, nigga.
In South and Central Carolina, we got a friend with the Mexican. They got the number on them and they turned against us. They wanted to kill all the black women and the feds.
Wow, see what? Wow, we said we got friends with them. Yeah, exactly. Ain't no friends with them, but ain't no. Listen, black people. That's why the tribalism shit is stupid. You're the majority on the planet. That's why the FBA shit, all that stuff. You need to come together in unity because no one likes us. We ain't done it to nobody. But if you put that on your fake ass tribal and country beast, and as black people realize you're the majority, you're not no fucking minority. That 13%. Globally, you're the majority. From Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Botswana, Brazil, Colombia, Jamaica, Barbados, Bahamas. You're the majority of the planet. And that's why everybody keeps you fucked up, because they know if you unite, that stops everybody from being a parasite on your back. So that's why I don't believe in no division amongst black people. I always can tell a psyop. That shit in South Africa, that Joby man, that's a psyop. I know those guys. I know those guys are stupid. I know you FBA morons here in America are morons. You're stupid. I give you leeway. I know you're a dummy. I know you ain't never left your city. You ain't never been outside your state, let alone your city. Shit. You living with your mom in your mom's basement. Joby knows people that been living with their mom.
Yep, I do. Ricky says, could not be one of my family members. I have a lot of black law enforcement in our families. And that's funny. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, I know a lot of people living in their basement, their mama's basement. Shit. Jiba Jaba says harassment, assaulters, and threats. 10 Speed also says, Shati John was created. 10 Speed says, someone please explain, is this dimension meant to lower or lift our vibration before leaving? Because 90% of the black peoples are falling. This shit is crazy. And
No, it's to keep you here. It's not. We're gonna talk about. Okay, we'll talk about that tomorrow. This dimension is meant to keep you here. Is to keep you recycling. You're not supposed to ever leave it. This thing is not to raise your vibration. This dimension you're in. Remember, this is a soul trap. This is where you never leave. It's just to keep constantly being recycled. Come back over and over again. You're not supposed to get out of here. You're supposed to just get your brain wiped and come back to another body and live again. You're just energy. So this system, that's why I told Joby, fuck all that. I'm getting out of here now because the next life I might get born by crazy imam or some shit. I'm all caught up in Islam. Don't never get no money. Be all messed up, or crazy Christian or crazy Buddhist or some shit. Because imagine how many lives it takes you to get this knowledge. Because it doesn't. Because your mind gets wiped every time. You know. Then a lot of people don't understand it. This is not a school. This is a soul trap. You're supposed to get enough knowledge and get out of here. That's why everybody shorten your lifespan now. Everybody, you're lucky, you barely make it to 80, 85. Right? Because you're not to get enough knowledge to get out of it. You're just to be recycled and come right back. You know, this is a soul trap. So this shit is never meant to raise your vibration. You're supposed to understand what's going on and then act accordingly to get out of here. But if you want to come back, you know, it's on you. Shit, you want to come back and go through misery. Remember, it's kept. That's why you got so much misery, right, guys? Nothing's ever supposed to get better, and it's not. It's to make sure. Remember that these archons and the demiurges survive off low vibrational energy. That's why your music's fucked up. Why you got sex trafficking. That's why you're eating babies. Everything is supposed to be low vibrational, debauchery shit. It's not supposed to never get any better because everything is based on low vibration. So these entities that you can't see can feed off your energy. So if you understand how the universe works, okay, your body is an illusion. It's a false dichotomy. You're nothing but energy. Under this body, you're nothing but a being of light. And so imagine other things feeding off your light energy because it's been cut off from the source of the universe, right? So it needs to feed off. So you become an energy source. And so to make sure that you don't ever get out of here, it makes sure that you're eating fucked up food. The life is always messed up. You're always in fight or flight mode. And then black people being what? You're the only true soul people on the planet. So that's why black people are on the bottom. That's why everything fights to keep you on the bottom. Because everything feeds off of you. Right? Because that's why you're the most energetic, the most everything, because everything feeds off of your energy. Right? That's why as black people, you can always find joy in everything. You always have joy in your heart, and you're the most loving, you're the most kind on the planet. That's globally. You find black people, that's what I told you, the same people globally. Why black people find joy and love in their heart, and they're the most hated. You're the most hated because the thing needs to be able to feed off your energy. Okay, that's what's going. So things meant to get better? Hell no. No, you got to get out of here. Unless this whole system collapse. I don't know how to do all that. You know, you got to prepare yourself to leave. And if not, no, that's what I tell you. When your loved ones die, you think that there's no such thing as death. That's already been proven. You know, they should, as I taught you and other people have taught you, there's no such thing as death. You should know energy doesn't die. So no such thing as death. That's a fake. You don't die. You recycle. So all your parents who died, they're here. I don't know where they're at. We know you can't go in a lower vibrational frequency, so they can't come back. Oh, this come back white or Chinese. No, you're as a black person, you're the most superior entity on the planet. You're from direct source. These other people are created from animal parts. That's a fact. So they were created to keep you off. That's why everybody hates us. Everybody hates us because they were created to hate us, to give us, to make us give this low vibrational energy. That's why we're locked up. That's why we're beat on. We're beating all this shit. It's to feed this demiurge, these entities. That's what it's about. So if you don't understand this, you just keep getting depressed. Why is my life so bad? Why is this happening? Blah, blah, blah. You know, that's why you're calling also religious dogma, calling the fake Islam shit, fake Christianity shit. Now, if you're able to break those things, which are hard to do, and then find yourself, understand that you are a eternal being. Now you're supposed to focus how to get the fuck out of here. Unless you want to come back to misery, because you're never gonna come back to this planet and have it and not go through misery. That's where this planet is set up. It's a soul trap. It's not a place you come back. They say, it's a place you come back and get lessons. What lessons? How do you get lessons? You know the fuck you was the last light. You're not getting any lessons because as you come in there, you're already pure. You don't got any. They take karma, debt, and all that dumb shit. They're completely whole as an entity. You don't need no damn lessons to learn. Once you leave out of here and escape this matrix, you're complete and whole again. There's no karma because there's no hell. There's no ending from you. Always going to exist. It's never gonna be a time that you don't exist. So like my mom, she's back on the planet. She know how to get the fuck out of here. She know none of the shit. She's somewhere back on this motherfucker. That's just the fact. She's somewhere here. I don't know if she's in Brazil, Jamaica. Might be some Jamaican motherfucker I don't even like. That was my mom in the past life. Some shit, right? Some teenager I met now. I can't stand your Jamaican ass. When that last life, she's my mama. I wouldn't know. But we wind up. That's the nature of what's going on. It's not going to get any better because you're in a soul trap, a system that harvests your energy. Most people know that. This is an energy harvesting program. That's why my brother said, why does everybody hate us and you ain't done nothing to nobody? Because these other people were created to get low vibrational energy from you. That's what's going on. All right? So look at your aura field. All right? Everything I told you guys can be researched. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, so much love. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Much love. And Sankinon, Emil, I see you as well. And Sankinon, Ali was saying, that is the Chinese. They were running around in pajamas 50 years ago. Emil also says simply put their own racism. It's eating them alive. It's eating them alive. Jibba also says the US longest drought in 134 years across the farming states right now. And shout out to Sister Robiness. And Travan has been with us today. That has been our conversation for today. And I hope you guys have learned, enjoyed it all. Kindly subscribe in case you're new on this channel.
Subscribe and be careful of people still living with their mama or in their basement. Be careful of that. It's dangerous.
But much love, family. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same day. We'll pick it up from there tomorrow as we discuss something spiritual based on whatever we're gonna have. So have yourselves a beautiful rest part of your day, family, and peace. And we out.
Peace, family. Joey with the big hair.